Time is ticking, the clock is clocking, the cuck is cucking. I hope that's not you, bro, because you truly have a lot less time than you think. In 100 years, there are 876,600 hours. That's 100 years. And I'll be honest, we're probably not going to live that much longer. So let's say we'll be alive for another 60 to 80 years. That's less than 700,000 hours that we have left to live. And not all of those hours will be spent living well in health with the vibrant energy of youth. And from a quarter to a third of that time, we'll be asleep. So when you add it all up, you don't have that many hours left. And how many of those have you wasted with your finger up your ass procrastinating what you know you have to do? And how many more hours will you waste, brother, before you finally get your act together?
Even when you finally do get your act together and start moving with some urgency and intensity, there's going to be a massive time delay between the effort you're putting in now and the results you see later. So come on, bro, you've got so much work to do. Why are you still waiting? What are you waiting for? You will never feel ready. You might be on the right path, but you're walking way too slowly and you keep stumbling, tripping over your feet. You keep switching to a different path only to return back to the one you know is right. Flippin' hell, bro. When I woke up this morning and checked the clock, it was 2 a.m. Usually, I would just roll over and go right back to sleep until my alarm goes off 2 hours later. But this morning, I just couldn't. I was filled with this existential dread that, flippin' hell, time really is running out. And I am still fucking around, flopping half-assedly, putting in such a pitiful attempt to get to my goals. Time kept on ticking. The clock kept on clocking. I kept looking at the time. Half an hour went by, 15 minutes went by. And then in the 10 minutes leading up to 4 a.m., I literally just sat and looked at the clock go up every single minute. And I realized, fuck, time goes by so much quicker than I want, than all of us want. And I'll be honest, I didn't sleep that well. It was one of those nights where I was just tossing and turning, which is unexpected because lately I've been absolutely just falling fast asleep, minimum 8 hours a night, because I've just been zonked. I gave up caffeine again 7 days ago, and now I'm only just starting to get my natural zest and energy back. But that's not the point of this video. The point is that I didn't sleep well last night, unexpectedly, and so I was very close to yet again flopping around, having another half-assed day. But I was filled with this just insatiable desire to just say fuck all the overcomplication, fuck all the overthinking. I'm just gonna go back to the original fucking purpose that I started and finish the job once and for all. Even though the job will never be done, but that's a different discussion in and of itself. Ever since I went to Thailand, I've been lost in the sauce. I've been talking to way too many entrepreneurs and other people who have all of this advice for me, even though I didn't ask. And it just messed with my head so badly. It really, it took such a hit to my progress because I was getting lost in the details, all these tiny little intricacies about how I'm gonna sell products and do marketing and, you know, build my coaching business in all of the ways that I really didn't want to do. And so lately I've been, you know, trying to upload daily on Instagram Reels, and I'll be honest, I hate it. It sucks away a little portion of my soul, making short form content, thinking, oh, how am I gonna hook some, you know, attention fucked up people, and how am I gonna retain them, and how am I gonna, you know, get them to follow me and shit. And this whole time I haven't been just speaking to you from the heart because I've been, again, lost in the sauce, trying to chase outcomes, metrics, and not moving with enough urgency, not doing enough input, because to me, you know, it didn't feel like the time was running out as hard as I felt it this morning. But I was acting with all the wrong kinds of urgency. I was trying to be urgent with the outcomes, the results I was chasing, but not urgent enough with the volume of inputs I was doing. And I've had enough of it. I miss this so much. I miss just turning on the camera and talking to you raw, unfiltered, without thinking too much about what I'm going to say, how I'm going to perform. Because it is a fucking charade, and there's way too many people like that on the internet who are always thinking about the marketing angle and how am I going to sell more products, and, you know, how can I portray myself to my audience to, you know, make them think of me a certain type of way. I've fucking had it with these clowns, bruv, with these shiny turds. I want to be one of the very few who just say it like it is. I'm far from perfect. I have so much fucking shit to improve upon until I can actually get on camera, speak completely from the heart, and move mountains with my words. But that's the thing, isn't it? When these guys, they hide behind the marketing and the fancy content and the scripts, they don't have to do as much internal work, because, you know, they can just, you know, plot out what they're gonna say, think about it, and then just execute upon it. And I very, very nearly just started, you know, going all in on that, putting way more effort into that. But to be honest with you, I'd rather have an amazing, fruitful life where I'm a positive impact on everyone around me. And in order to do that, it's going to take the long and the hard way, which is not trying to be polished, not trying to be perfect, just turning on the camera, saying what's on my mind. And what's on my mind right now, bro, is that you need to act with way more urgency. Seriously, time is running out a lot quicker than you think. Years fly by a lot quicker than you remember, right? You were like 10, 11 years old, and a year felt like a lifetime, because relatively speaking, it was. A year was a tenth of your life. But now you're probably in your 20s like me, and now a year just gets quicker and quicker and quicker, and before you know it, 5 years go by. You think, fuck, what have I done? What tangible thing have I accomplished? Did I even improve my physique? Did I become more mentally strong? Flippin' hell, bro. Come on. And if you trust me, if you think I have some kind of credibility, bro, then please send me a DM. I help guys just like you fix their physique by transforming the guy underneath it. No clever gimmicks, no shiny marketing, just real transformation.